Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EIK WM France deck G4, G5, G8 game with PM, Romero, and Sebosch. So, looking at this first pile, should be quite a hard game, I will note. Looking at this first pile, let's read Archaeologist. Can hold one animal for each stone in my supply. Play this card, I receive 2 stone. Honestly, just 2 stone as a card seems pretty good. Even if I don't actually hold any animals with this, I can I can get Reedstone Food, play this card, and build the well in like round 2. And there are lots of good combinations with the well, so I could take Archaeologist here. I think I could do that. Otherwise, we're looking at Dung Collector. Honestly, this pack is another whiff. Nothing really too exciting. I think I like Archaeologist here as the most straightforward card that works in like any situation. Like no game is going to be unhappy with Archaeologist in hand. So I think Wealthiest Cousin is pretty good. Room Decorator. For each room you built, place one of the spent resources on this card. Start of each harvest, you receive a resource of the same type. For each on this card. Oh, I see. So you pay wood, you put wood on Room Decorator, and then you get 1 wood each harvest. Okay. Seems pretty good. Got Hill Farmer here. Laughter Messenger. Whenever you use traveling players, you receive blah 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 if you have stuff. Okay, we got Veggie Lover, Smile Merchant is okay. Wealthy, I do think Wealthiest Cousin is pretty reasonable. I think I like Room Decorator here. Room Decorator maybe doesn't go perfectly with me building the well in stage 1, but Room Decorator, placing a wood on the card, and then receiving, like if I trigger Room Decorator in round 4, I get a wood as early as round 4, which is great, and then I could build a second room in stage 2, maybe in round 7, and then get a reed, and then I'm getting a wood and a reed each harvest, or another wood. So I assume I can put multiple wood on this card. Yeah, this card seems quite strong. Next up, we've got Stone Sculptor, Good Shepherd. Immediately build 1 pasture, occupying 2 unused spaces by paying 4 wood. Whenever you breed sheep, you get an additional sheep. So this card is interesting. It's mostly good for the fencing. That's what I think it's mostly good for. Sheep Dealer. Whenever another player plows a field, I get a sheep for each field they plow. When I plow, discard this card. Interesting. So I have to get my fields out early or not at all. Pioneer is kind of fun because Pioneer plus Archaeologist. So Archaeologist into 2 wood, and then round 2 Pioneer, and then play Major Minor whenever it comes out. That's the well right there. So I don't even need a Reedstone Food action. Stone Sculptor is pretty good. Could definitely take Stone Sculptor here. Could take Good Shepherd. Gardener is going to be quite good for the Veggie Lover. So there's some good animal cards that I'm passing around here. But it seems like I can go for like a room strategy, and the room strategy should be pretty good. So I'm going to take Pioneer here. I think Pioneer is like the best of these cards. Getting a food and a resource is quite nice. Yeah. Archaeologist, 2 wood, Pioneer, Major Minor. There's the well in round 2. Uh-oh. PM says I'll just try these G8 cards. That's scary. Might mean he's passing some good stuff around. Okay. Drawing genius. How much do I want to go all in on this play? The thing is, I'm not going to usually need the drawing genius. Like, it's not usually going to be worth it. It's probably better just to take wood collector or thatcher. Let's read Pika here. Whenever you bake, you may first convert one wood into a grain for each grain you are going to bake. When you play this card, you may take a bake bread action. So this lets me turn wood into grain. And then bake them right away. Not great. It's okay. It's not great. So, wood collector or drawing genius here? Drawing genius is good if Major Minor comes out round 1 for my planned play. But wood collector is just a fantastic occupation. I should probably take wood collector. Normally with wood collector I want to play it in like early, but I don't have to play wood collector in round 1 this game or in stage 1 this game. I can play it in stage 2 or whenever. I don't have to play it really early. Could take cabbage lover here, could take brush maker, could take fence builder. Not fence builder, cabbage lover or brush maker. And cabbage lover is the better out of these two cards. I don't really have a specific thing pushing me one way or the other, so cabbage lover looks good here. Like drawing genius, yeah, I passed on it. Sorry. I mean, we've got cards like Smile Merchant and Cocotte here, so there are other really good ways of getting improvement actions, or well, not really good, but better ways of getting improvement actions, I would say. So I could take Smile Merchant, I could take Diplomat. It's craftier. I'm not all about the craftiness. 2 games already? Yes, this is start of game 3. So I think I'm taking Smile Merchant here. Cocotte is obviously, you take Cocotte and you're hoping to get daily. You're hoping to get whatever. Quarry, Clay Pit. But Smile Merchant seems pretty strong. I don't know if it's strong, but it's I would say it's good. I try not to overstate how good these cards are. So Master Brewer and Longbowman are both fairly unplayable. So we'll take Sheep Dealer here. Romero has a J4 tourney is going straight to the final. I have no idea what the standings are. I haven't played for a while. That would be fun though. I would need to practice. I need to play that set more. I'm still not really that familiar with most of the cards. Most of the cards when I'm reading them, it's like I'm seeing them for the first time. Scapegoat. End of the game. Do not lose points for missing animals on your farm. If you have all 3 animal types, you get 1 bonus point. 1 sheep prereq. Interesting. I don't think that's what I'm taking though. Glory Day. No thanks. Seems it's too situational. Spare parts store. Whenever you build major improvement, 2 less building resources of your choice if there are at least 3 major improvements left to build. Ooh, 3 wood is quite expensive, but I could definitely play this card. Especially with Smile Merchant, I could kind of spam major improvements. And not really that impressed with anything else. Stone Exchange is okay. Matic is meh. Matic is pretty meh. So I'll try Spare Parts Store here. We have a pretty good reason to go to a clay house now. Sitting bench. After round 7, 1 wood. If in the returning home phase, if you obtained 1 or less building resources this round, you receive a bonus point. I mean, Pioneer gives me 1 building resource on its own, and Wood Collector, so probably no. Plowman's Market. 1 grain and vegetable from the supply whenever you plow a field. Buy 1 item from this card. 1 food for the grain, 2 food for the vegetable. It's okay. Yeah. It's a wood and 3 food to gain 2 actions, which is acceptable. Not amazing, but it's fine. Scarecrow is interesting. We've got beacons here. At the end of the game, you receive 1 bonus point for each of the 5 columns of your farm area that contain a fenced stable. Oh, that's kind of fun. Difficult to make work. You need to have 4 fenced stables, and you need to have them like across the bottom here, which is pretty difficult. Yeah, just like that, they passed by. Yeah, that's right. Sheep dealer plus open gate is sort of a thing, I guess, but not really. I don't think I'm likely to play sheep dealer. Let's take Plowman's Market. Plowman's Market seems like a pretty reasonable card to play. To play with. Where is it? Smile Merchant. I do have Cabbage Lover, and I have Pioneer, which pushes me to take Vegetable, but that's okay. Still can be good. Oak Cask is fine. Textile Guild. Have to hold 2 sheep. Major improvements cost me 1 fewer building resource of my choice. Interesting. Obviously interacts with spare parts store. Yeah, I'm not really a big music guy. Well, I'm not a really big Bruce Springsteen guy. I obviously know who he is, but don't know all his lyrics super well. Tracks in the field. 1 clay in the next 2 round spaces and a boar on the 3rd. Pay 2 food to get 2 clay and a boar. Nah. Wild breeding, Spare fence post is okay. Textile Guild is interesting. I need to be able to hold the sheep, though. Technically, Archaeologist does let me hold sheep. Alright, let's try it. Let's grab Textile Guild here. Maybe instead of building them well, we go for Smile Merchant building. Yeah, Spare Parts Store plus Textile Guild could spam major improvements. I could build some really cheap majors, yeah. Fancy Gate. Immediately before scoring, I can discard 4 building resources for 2 bonus points. Probably better just to use the building resources rather than discard them. Barbershop, way too expensive for what I want to do this game. I want to go for major improvements. Unwanted Goods is fine. Yeah, I like Unwanted Goods pretty. I like that card. I like it better than Helpful Neighbors here for sure. Haven't really seen a reason to play Reed Nursery, so I'll just take Unwanted Goods here. Lasso is fine. Stone Exchange is okay. Stone Exchange or Lasso, I could do either. Fancy Gate with that vase card from yesterday? Yes. Vase card? Yeah. 3rd pick Rogue. Oh. Sounds pretty good. Stone Exchange, I guess, goes with my Archaeologist, like as a way of getting more stone. Although Lasso lets me actually take the animals. Let's take Stone Exchange. If I play Stone Exchange, the next 2 rounds I can play 2 major improvements that cost 4 resources each for 1 stone. So, yeah, I think that might be a good enough engine that I can forego family growthing for it. Smile Merchant plus. We'll take Harrow here, I think. Don't really think we need Open Gate. Take Harrow. Apprenticeship is okay, but I'm probably going to want to play a couple occupations early, so I'll play Harrow. It's fine. Harrow's fine. And this card, don't think I saw any plows, so Oak Cask or Wild Breeding. And I'm unlikely to play Oak Cask early in the game, so let's take Wild Breeding here. So, yeah, so Smile Merchant is going to get me a major improvement action every round. And then Spare Parts Store plus Textile Guild saves me 3 3 resources on each of those major improvements. So then I'd be playing major improvements for one resource, the 4 cost major improvements, which is most of them for 1 resource each. So that seems pretty strong. Wow, we've got another round 1 Trailblazer here. Romero did the same thing last game. I'm going to play Archaeologist here over Reedstone Food. We'll go for that initial sheep grab. We need the sheep for Textile Guild, so let's try it. Ooh, no one wants Reedstone Food, eh? PM goes for 3 wood ahead of Reedstone Food. So 4th action, Reedstone Food for Romero. Very nice. Sebosch grabbing 1 reed. Wow, this is the exact same opening that Romero did last game. Take the 2 wood here so that I can... Oh, I guess maybe I should have taken the clay for eating the sheep. It's the food only actually I did not want in round 1. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Sebosch with the same opening that Romero did last game, which is funny. And then PM spare fence posts here. Is PM gonna compete with me for these first sheep? I hope not. Let's see what the round 2 card is. It is sheep. Alright, well I can take 2 sheep. I can definitely take 2 sheep very highly in round 3. You know what? PM's going to play that... I'm going to have to start player here. PM's going to play the fence 4 spending 6 card. I assume that's what's going on here. Romero playing Hill Farmer. What's Sebosch getting here? I could play Pioneer with this move. Sebosch is playing Puppeteer. So I could take 4 clay here. I do want that major minor. I do want that first fireplace. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm puffing my chest out with this start. PM can't play an occupation, so that's good. So that means I get 2 sheep next round. So I think now my new goal is get to clay as soon as possible. Just get to clay as soon as I possibly can. Get to clay and have Smile Merchant in play. Take 2 reed here. Sure. No major minor yet. So I could still play Pioneer and then build the first fireplace in round 4. So what would the sequence be? It would be Occupation Pioneer into Start Player. It's probably got to be Start Player Unwanted Goods. Yeah, Start Player Unwanted Goods, getting another stone maybe. Romero plays Engineering Apprentice. Ooh, I wonder if Romero's going to try for the 4 stables along the bottom. That would be fun. Play Pioneer here, and then I either get start player back or I take 3 food traveling players. With all the minor combos, I could build all the majors in like 4 rounds. Yes. Yeah, that's the idea. All the cool kids get their majors without actions. That's right. That is exactly right. So, start player. Unwanted goods. Let's throw away this sheep dealer card. I don't need that one. We'll grab a stone. No one's threatening major minor into the sheep, but I need the food, so I have to do it in this order anyways. Plus F. Oh, we'll keep taking stone. Plus FS. Yeah. So we'll take, we'll trigger Pioneer when we Reno as well. We'll Reno the first action it comes out in. No one's threatening PM's build room at all. So if Family Growth comes out round 5, that'll be quite good for PM. But Reno round 5 would be amazing for me. Reno round 5 would be super amazing for me. Romero plays Tile Maker. All right. Oh, not going along the bottom. So maybe doesn't have that stables in your in columns. All right. So Reno round 5. So if Reno's round 5, our 2 actions are Smile Merchant and then Reno play Reno play something. Cooking Hearth upgrade. I don't know what it would be. We could Reno Textile Guilds. The thing is, we also need wood for a spare parts store. I guess I can take a wood before we play spare parts. Before, yeah, if I play first move Smile Merchant, then I can Reno, play spare parts store, get the food, get the wood to play it before. And then I could... But then I couldn't play Textile Guilds at the start of round 5. Would not be able to do that. See what the round 5 card is. So if Family Growth is round 5, that's going to be quite bad for us. But if Reno is round 5, that's going to be great. It is Reno. All right. Well, there's good clay actions available. By getting this Smile Merchant play going, I don't need resources if I play Smile Merchant. Yeah, so then I'll Renault spare parts store, and then I can build a major improvement in round 6. Could build the well. Could build the well, saving a wood and a stone. Let's see if Renault's here. Romero's the only person who might Renault. No, taking the wood. Sure. Sebosch going for the 6 clay. Plus F wood Pioneer. Wow, we have 2 players fencing in round 5. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, this is definitely a thanks, Chris situation. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're start player as well. Jeez. Romero says, let's buy majors ASAP. Yeah. So I'm going to build the well here, saving a wood and a stone. And then I can first move, take 6 clay. Although I would like to play Plowman's Market. 6 clay into 6 food, though, seems like a pretty strong line. 6 clay lets me build the pottery and the ovens and stuff, so yeah, definitely taking 6 clay here. Round 5 is ridiculously good for me. PM's playing Occupation Late Breeder. Oh, fun! Oh, very fun. Pair of boar, pair of cattle. Pair of boar, pair of cattle. Really nice here for PM. Us having 0 interest in wood seems good for that. Yeah. Sebosch is building the clay oven here. So I could take 6 food traveling players, or I could take 4 reed. 4 reed guarantees me the Basket Maker's Workshop. So yeah, I think we're taking the 4 reed here. Because now we get to build the pottery and the Basket Maker's Workshop in addition to the well. So Textile Guild is not even looking like it's not even really necessary here. Like it's going to be better for me just to power out all my improvements for 1 extra resource. It's better for me to just take the resources rather than take the time to play the Textile Guild. Sebosch plays Spring Worker. Spring Worker, great combo with Trailblazer. Great combo. Because you can trigger Spring Worker and then Trailblaze afterwards. Romero plays Dairy Crier. Wow. 4 food, thank you. Sebosch says, "Oh my god, yeah, jeez, this is pretty ridiculous. It's pretty ridiculous how much we're getting away with here." I'm Pac-Manning the majors, yeah. But this is the well, and then the pottery, and then the basket maker's workshop. Gonna eat all of them. Before the pottery, you know what? Because I can use my clay for building rooms. I will build the basket maker's workshop for 2 reed. And I can take 4 wood or 4 clay. 4 wood seems like an okay option. Or 4 clay, both are fine. Let's take 4 clay. We want to build a room. We could build a room with our second action if we take 4 clay here, and then build in and then grow in round 8, and then play. Well, no, I guess we can't play Plowman's Market because we would need to take wood before we do that, or no, or sorry, Textile Guild. PM playing Dung Collector. Pretty good. Yeah, we got some pretty good stuff going on in this game. Some really good setups. Wasn't there some card that rewarded having all 3 animal types? Maybe that explains the Crier. That was you don't lose points. It's an end of the game point card. So Sebosch does build. So Romero won't be able to build in round 8, it doesn't look like. So I can take 3 wood here. I could take 3 wood, or I could play Wood Collector. Let's take 3 wood. Feed 4, and I get to breed my sheep. PM plays Open Gate on Family Growth. Sure. Sebosch plays Stone Sculptor. All right. I've been start player this whole time because everybody's too busy doing their other stuff. There's just like not a lot of competition in the game here. So build a room is uncontested. So I could take 3 stone here. Could take 5 food fishing. No, I don't need the fishing. 3 stone looks better. Or I could play Wood Collector here. 3 stone lets me build the stone oven. Yeah, because I'll build the joinery. I'll build the joinery and the stone oven. Yeah. Let's do that. First move 3 stone here. And then there's just like no way for any of my opponents to build major improvements. Boromir did nothing wrong, says I think it was called Scapegoat. No lost points for missing and plus points for having all 3. That's right. Yeah, exactly. Plus 1 point if you have all 3, I think. So yeah, it's an end of the game point card, so it's not really super important. I wonder if Romero's got like Cat Lover or something. Cat Lover seems pretty good here. That would be a reason for Romero to really push out getting the sheep breeding. Yeah, I thought Room Decorator looked really good, but doesn't really look like I need it, to be honest. I mean, it doesn't building rooms early doesn't fit with much better ability to build all the major improvements on the board. So Romero could take Reed's second action and build. PM could take Wood and then Reed, but would not be able to build before me next round. So I think what I can do is I could take... No, I don't want to take a boar here. I could take a vegetable and trigger Pioneer next round if I really want to. Building here seems fine. It's safe. I think there's not a lot of reasons for me to risk not building here. Or to risk not getting family growth next round, specifically. And Sebosch basically has to family growth now, because if Sebosch doesn't, then I could family growth next round, like in front of him, so seems okay. So is PM all that likely to build the joinery? I'm wondering if I have time to play Textile Guild on family growth before building the joinery. I could do a cooking hearth upgrade with this next Smile Merchant action. PM plays start player haystack. So Sebosch could leave family growth fallow if he really wants to. No, he's going to play Animal Pen. Animal Pen seems a little underwhelming with the power that's in the game here. I'm gonna play something here. Play joinery for 2. You know what? No, I'm gonna play cooking hearth upgrade. Let's do that. So I could vegetable here. It triggers Pioneer. Or I could take 3 wood. Or I could play Wood Collector. Any of those would be fine. Doesn't seem like I need Wood Collector so much anymore. Vegetable triggering Pioneer seems fine. Or, nah, I should take 3 wood. I need wood. Yeah, 3 wood seems fine. Then I can family growth, play Textile Guild. And then joinery only costs 1 stone at that point. And someone would have to really work to get the stone oven in front of me. Actually, I'll probably build the stone oven before the joinery. PM building the 2 clay fireplace. Okay. So joinery, no one can build the joinery right now. Yeah, I think I'll just build the stone oven first. It's unlikely anyone will really want the stone oven. 1 animal of each type, stampeding. Pay 2 wood, plow a field for each harvest remaining, up to 3. So Romero is just not growing. Romero's like totally given up on growing at all. So, you want to talk about what's stupid? It's that Romero is able to do this. Although to be fair, Romero builds and grows in round 8 or in round 10. Doesn't like it? I don't know. It's Ox team. I think Sebosch is just really tilted. We don't need to talk to Sebosch. This is the last time spare parts store matters, right? There are at least 3 major improvements left to build. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I save on spare parts store for this next major improvement. Yeah. Because I think I build before it like comes to me, so I'm pretty sure I do this. Romero likes those 2 rooms, 55 to 60 point games. Oh, Scarecrow looks quite nice here. Yep. And he is building. Oh, he just did his actions right away. No one has any stone. Someone's going to have to really put effort in to build the stone oven. Sebosch is the only one who really wants it, and he's got no grain and no stone, so play the joinery for 1 stone here. Okay. I want to start plowing. Yes? Yes, I want to start plowing. And also taking wood. Both are good. Let's plow. Problem with Sebosch's farm is he hasn't played any G8 cards. The problem with Sebosch's farm is he hasn't played anything that generates a whole bunch of building resources. Basically everyone else has. He hasn't played anything that generates a bunch of stuff for free. You think I've got it won at this point already? Yeah, certainly I'm in a very, very good spot. Do not disagree with you there. PM plays the Good Shepherd. All right. Wonder if PM's got that, gonna do the 2 stables along the bottom here and play that that 1 card. Smile Merchant is OP at Scholar that you can get out earlier. Yeah, I guess people are passing around Smile Merchant like a lot. I don't know. It's not as good as Scholar. Like Scholar can build play occupations, right? Smile Merchant, it's more. I would characterize it as a family growth. It's a family growth action that can only build majors. So it's a question of how good is that for you. And in this game, it just happens to be freaking amazing for me. Yeah, yeah, I would say put it that way. Scholar's like more flexible because you can play your other Stonehouse occupations. But certainly, of course, the fact that I can get to clay in round 5 is pretty... Like, obviously, it gets Small Merchant out way earlier. I mean, Small Merchant blows cards like Bargaining Baker out of the water. It blows cards like... what are other cards that let you play improvements without using an action? It blows Drawing Genius out of the water, but Drawing Genius is not a great card to begin with. Also, this game has gone really quick, which is very nice. Definitely appreciate that. I could trigger Pioneer here. I could take a Grain. I do still have Plowman's Market to play. Yeah, I should play Plowman's Market at some point. Could take 4 clay here. 4 clay is a pretty reasonable action. Yeah, I don't really want one stone. So when I play Stone Oven, I can save a stone, pay 2 stone and a clay. I do end up having to eat a couple sheep, but it's fine. I'm gonna need to eat them anyways, so. Stone Oven, save 1 stone. And I have to now eat 1 sheep. I'll definitely take 1 cattle, I think. And then I can take a stone to hold it. Does Plowman's Market work on Plow Sow? Whenever you plow a field, it does. Yeah. So I could have start player there if it came back to me. Tracks in the Fields for Romero. Take 3 wood. Keep taking wood as long as I can. Maybe 3 wood, 3 reed, and then the cattle. Someone else had a big house strat going, but who is outscoring me without something like Mansion or Chief? Yeah. Yeah. I guess maybe if Constable's out there and I don't win Constable, that could be quite a big swing. But yeah, it doesn't seem like there are too many things that could put someone ahead of me. The thing is, Sebosch didn't pass me Archaeologist. He passed me every other card. He passed me every other card. So, you know, he could have had this strategy, and we can look at the draft afterwards. And I mean, it's not like it's something that I really planned on. I guess I first picked Spare Parts Store, so he didn't pass me that one, but he did pass me Smile Merchant. Romero's got Livestock Keeper. Yeah, so someone who's got a point like Zookeeper would be really good this game for either PM or Romero. So if we saw something like that, that would be quite strong. Sebosch is using spare fence posts here. I'll take 3 reed. I could build another room, I suppose. I don't really have to decide till next round, I guess. Yeah, I could build another room. I guess it depends on if Family Growth comes out or not. And it depends if Sebosch first moves start players. Yeah, like obviously I need to develop my farm now, right? So my farm is quite underdeveloped. So that's going to matter. Hey, does Plowman's Market, if I use a a plow. Can I get multiple goods at once? Buy both grain and vegetable at the same time. Yep. So Inoshishi says this explicitly here that it works. Alright, I'll take the cattle here, get an extra food and a stone, which gives me the capacity to hold the cattle. Now I can play Plowman's Market here for 1 clay, or for 1 wood. I spend 4 food and a sheep to feed 6. What's the question? He's asking if I double dung. No. Here's my Plowman's Market resources. I think I'm going to build a room. Build family growth. Or I could just start player here. Start player into plow sow with harrow seems pretty good. Yeah, okay. I'll just play harrow here. I could play stone exchange. Yeah, let's play stone exchange. Yes, turn 2 clay into 2 stone. Oh, thanks for the host, Lumen. Hopefully your game went well. Were you playing Agricola? I can play Harrow at the start of round 13. So yeah, this game is going quite well for me. Looks like a pretty tight game, although Madan pulled out the win. Yeah, this game is going quite well for me, to say the least. Going extremely well. I got to build all the major improvements with a combination of Smile Merchant and Spare Parts Store. So I built all the majors for 2 resources each. So I have the well, basket maker's workshop, pottery, cooking hearth, joinery, stone oven. Yeah, was quite powerful. Oh, I get to trigger Pioneer on Plowsow too. I kind of forgot about that. That's pretty great. Fencing is taken. So plowing seems okay. Or I could take 6 food. I actually don't mind the food at all here. Maybe I take the food with my last move. So I'll plow by a grain here. So then last move, 4 stone or 6 food traveling players, I think. I get actually no, you know what? I should play Cabbage Lover. Yeah, I should play Cabbage Lover. I'm going to have to eat all my sheep, but that's fine. To buy the yeah, I'd have to eat 2 sheep to buy the vegetable. Yes. Yes, welcome Lumen. Hope your game went well. Yeah, PM does have beacons. I figured it was out there. So yeah, this game is going really, really, really well. So what resource am I taking from Pioneer? Reed, I guess? Or should I take wood? I can fence 13 right now. I should take wood because I'm going to play Harrow at the start of the round. What, Lumen, what G8 collection have you been enjoying the most? Romero plays Gardener. So there is Veggie Lover out there. So Romero could have like a massive Veggie Lover coming in. Haven't played enough of the G8 ones. Enwall seems fine for now. Yeah, I've been hosting with Enwalls. Last game I played with Romero, and the power level of the cards was quite low, which was honestly fine. Made for some more interesting decisions, which I did not do very well. It was interesting decisions that I did badly with. So I'm gonna go ahead and play Harrow here at the start of the round. And then I'll use my sheep to buy a vegetable after plowing. And then sow two, or sow all of these. Yes. Yep. Need a sheep to buy a vegetable. Oh, plus F Wood Pioneer. Sorry. So we definitely need to start eating with our guilds. Probably eat a clay and a reed in this harvest, because we're also going to want to pay for spare fence posts. Romero's got Collector's Vase. Just a start player. Yeah, he's just doing it for the points, the 2 points on start player. So yeah, Romero definitely trying to set up a big Veggie Lover harvest, it looks like. That's my guess. 2 boar looks good here. It's the only kind of animals that we're missing right now. Fencing doesn't look like it's contested. I can last move fence. Well, Sebosch will want to fence, or will want to reno. Romero wants to reno. You know what? There's Tilemaker out there. Reno's pretty low priority for me. Reno's only 1 point, so who needs it? Who needs it? So Sebosch can first move fence. I think what I do is I try to set up first move reno fence for myself. I think that's the play here. So I can take 2 wood, or I could take 7 food. Take 2 wood, I think. Yeah, with Pioneer, I really like reno fence next round. So that seems okay. So if I eat a clay and a reed and a food, that's 6 food. And I can breed my boar. Has anyone harrowed yet? I haven't noticed. No one announced harrow. Yeah, I mean, my opponents are doing well. Like, They're doing well. They're all setting up really powerful games. So I don't think it's over. Although I do have a ridiculous amount of improvement points. 4, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 14 just from the majors. And then there's a point on spare parts store, and there's a point on textile guilds. Yeah, although I only have a 3-room house. I only have a 3-room family. Like I only have I only have 3 family members, so I don't know. There's stuff I'm losing out on for sure. Romero's gonna reno Fancy Gate here. That's fine. So yeah, Fancy Gate plus Collector's Vase. He did draft that combo. Montu pointed that one out earlier. I can play an improvement here. I could pay 2 clay for a point with Fireplace. However, clay goes to a point directly with Cabbage Lover, just eating the vegetables. So, assuming that I need to eat the vegetables, which I imagine I probably will need to. Is he only collecting once? From Scarecrow? Interesting. Thought he was going to be able to collect more than once. Romero had not collected before, I assume. Yeah, I assume that was the only time. So I get 2 food from the Harrow. So I think I can fence here. Fencing seems fine. Plus F wood, fence 15. Oh, I need to pay 2 food for spare fence posts. That's what's going wrong. All right, so then I'm gonna take 3 reed for some points. So I can eat a boar. It gets me to 4. I can eat 2 raw green. That gets me to 6. So I can, yeah. So I can take 3 reed for 2 points, and I can take 4 clay for 2 points. And we won't end up using Cabbage Lover at all, but that's fine. So point here, and that's it, actually. So yeah, I might not even win. Romero's got a pretty good game going. I don't know, I guess I have no negatives, which is quite appealing. But my Stonehouse versus the Clay Room doesn't really mean anything. I have no stables compared to some of my opponents. I mean, I'm beating PM. I don't know if I'm beating Romero or not. There's Diplomat, so PM gets to go on Plauso anyways. Romero takes Clay. Might just be a block pick for me. Or maybe going for a Collector's Vase there. Yeah. So 2 clay is 1 point. 3 wood is a point. Taking a cattle is a point. Any of those are fine. Guess we'll take a cattle. Yeah, so I landed with 51. I might not have Romero beat. I mean, 51 is great. It's probably enough. Yeah, it looks like a 51 final for me. So that's fantastic for a 3-room house, to be fair. Really fantastic. I guess we can count where Romero's bonus is. 2, 3, 6 here. So yeah, we should have this. Sebosch says Puppeteer was a killer first pick. Yeah, Sebosch passed me Room Decorator. I thought it looked good. So Stone Exchange ended up not being very good because I end the game with 3 clay and 2 stone. It might have mattered. It probably mattered for holding animals though. So Romero scored 50. Sebosch said if someone traveling players, he thinks he wins. Yeah, like I didn't get family growth very much, so that, that had a big impact. Sebosch has Veggie Lover. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been massive for Sebosch, of course. So we got really lucky with Reno coming out in round 5 and Family Growth coming out in round 7. That was really very, very good for us. Yeah. I'm not sure that I'm not sure I drafted this game correctly at all. What did PM end up with? Don't think he announced it. 51? Oh, he says 51 also. So we tied. Wow, PM has 51? Guess he's got 9 points here and then he breeds something. Oh, open gate maybe is worth an extra 2 points. Tile maker. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so 51, 51, 50, 48. Tight game. Very, very close game. Wow. So where were we? We were second at the start of the game. I was lucky for sure. I didn't get enough family growth this game. Yeah. So Stone Exchange was pretty bad. Wild Breeding ended up being dead. So I needed a little more out of my cards. Or yeah, early family growth, yes. Yes, late family growth was really good for me. Playing Cabbage Lover was maybe not worth it. I don't remember if Vegetable was available. I probably should have just taken Vegetable there. Because it made me eat. I ended up eating my breeding pair of sheep at some point, and I did need food at the end of the game. take a quick look at the draft. Although the stats are not, you know what, the stats are not really meaningful with no, and also I don't have all the names memorized. So yeah, interesting game. I think Room Decorator looks pretty good. Thought this card looked quite good. Really good reason for you to want to build a room in round 4. Like really good reason for you to prioritize building a room very highly. Doesn't let you do much else in that stage 1, but if you do this, then it's, you know, I think it'll be end up being pretty solid. It just so happened that I had a really good reason to build all the major improvements. You know what's funny? My opponents all scored like close to 50 without hardly any majors themselves. Like that's a sign of how many points they had in their cards. They had a lot of points in their cards. Brushmaker, Beacons, Open Gate, Fancy Gate, Collector's Vase, Tile Maker, yeah. Sebosch had Stone Sculptor. Lot of points. No one ended with 5 family members as well. That's the other funny thing about this game. No one ended with 5 family members. Alright guys, that's second win of the day for 2-Win Tuesday. Ended up going 2-3, which is good. I've been on a bit of a heater recently in general. Yeah, 1/2 of my games in the last month. It's quite good. It's quite good. We're clawing that lifetime win percentage up bit by bit. Ties don't count. No, ties count. That counts. I'm sorry, CPS. I'm sorry. I'm counting that as a win. I'm also getting kind of tired. 3 games is like... 3 games is... These were all entertaining. That last game went by really quickly. But I'm starting to get tired of playing, so... Sorry about that. GG guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. I'll be back tomorrow. So I'll stream around my normal start time tomorrow. And yeah, sorry. Yeah, 2 for 3, pretty good. Big play ag poly on that one. Against some very tough competition too. Actually, it was really funny that Sebosch started with the exact same opening that Romero had in game 2. That Sebosch started with Tile Maker Tile Maker. The Plow 1 Fields card if you have no empty fields. Trailblazer. That he opened Trailblazer into 1 grain, which is exactly what Romero did in game 2. Except that Romero had the 1 grain passing miner, so he was able to do it on start player. Yeah. Fun game. Alright, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.